Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Artificial Fluency. I'm your host, and before we start today's lesson, I want you to try something with me. Right now, think about what you had for breakfast this morning. Go ahead, think about it for a moment. Now, here's my question. What language did you just think in? If you thought in your native language and then translated it into English, you're experiencing exactly what we're going to solve today. Many English learners get stuck in a translation trap. They think in their own language first, then try to convert everything into English. This creates delays, makes speaking feel heavy and stressful, and actually slows down your progress toward fluency. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to break free from this translation habit and start thinking directly in English. By the end of this lesson, you'll have practical strategies you can use immediately to train your brain to think in English naturally and automatically. So, get comfortable and let's transform the way you process English forever. Teaching note. Translation trap means getting stuck in the habit of always translating between languages. Convert means to change from one form to another. When I say process English, I mean how your brain handles and works with English information. Today's practical lesson is organized into 4 powerful strategies that will revolutionize your English learning. First, we'll understand the problem with mental translation, why translating in your head actually makes English harder, not easier. Second, we'll explore micro moments, tiny opportunities throughout your day to practice thinking in English naturally. Third, we'll learn to create English islands, special times when you use only English in your daily routine. Fourth, we'll master mental pictures and self-talk, advanced techniques that connect English directly to your thoughts and experiences. Each strategy includes simple exercises you can start using today, and by the end, you'll have a complete weekly plan for thinking in English. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Let's start by understanding exactly why mental translation is holding you back from English fluency. How translation actually works in your brain. When you translate in your head, here's what happens. You think of a sentence in your native language. Then you try to change it into English. This process uses what psychologists call your brain's slow and careful system. This system stops to check every single word, moves back and forth between languages, and creates extra mental work. It's like taking a long, winding road when there's a direct highway available. Teaching note. Slow and careful system refers to the part of your brain that analyzes and thinks step by step. This is useful for learning, but not for natural communication. A winding road curves and turns a lot, making travel longer than necessary. The real cost of translation. Mental translation creates several serious problems. 1. Slowness and delay. When you translate, you first think in your language, then convert to English. This extra step takes time and makes you pause during conversations. Instead of flowing naturally, Your speech becomes choppy and interrupted. 2. Stress and mental fatigue. Translation makes conversation feel heavy and difficult. Your brain works much harder than necessary, leading to mental exhaustion. This is why many learners feel tired after English conversations. 3. Memory problems. Under the stress of translation, you may forget words you actually know well. The pressure of converting languages can block your memory access. 4. Nervousness and anxiety. The slow translation process makes you feel unprepared and uncertain. You worry about making mistakes because you're always second-guessing your word choices. Teaching note. Mental fatigue means being tired in your mind from thinking too hard. Second-guessing means doubting your first choice and reconsidering it. Choppy and interrupted speech means interrupted and uneven, like waves hitting a boat. Translation problem vocabulary. Slow and careful system. Mental fatigue, tiredness from thinking too hard. Second guessing, doubting your first choice. Choppy and interrupted speech. Memory blocks, temporarily forgetting words you know well. The direct thinking alternative. When you think directly in English, you use your brain's fast and automatic system. This system doesn't stop to check every word or move between languages. It simply speaks. It's quick, natural, and feels light and easy. Think about how you speak in your native language. You don't translate from another language first. Words just flow naturally from your thoughts. This is exactly what we want to achieve with English. Examples of translation versus direct thinking. Translation process. Think, I want to drink water in your language. Convert, I equals I, want equals want, etc. Speak, I want to drink water, with delay and effort. Direct thinking process. Feel thirsty? Speak, I want to drink water. Immediately and naturally. Why translation feels safe but isn't helpful. Many learners rely on translation because it feels safe and controlled. You can check every word and make sure it's correct. But this safety is actually an illusion that prevents real fluency. Translation is like using training wheels on a bicycle forever. Training wheels help you learn balance at first, but eventually they prevent you from riding naturally and confidently. Teaching note. An illusion means something that seems real but isn't actually true. Training wheels are small wheels attached to children's bicycles to help them learn balance. This is a metaphor. Translation is like training wheels for language. The science behind direct thinking. Research in language learning shows that fluent speakers have direct connections between concepts and words in the target language. They don't go through their native language as a middle step. When you think directly in English, you're building these direct neural pathways. Each time you use English without translation, you strengthen these connections and weaken the translation habit. Teaching note. Neural pathways are connections in your brain between different areas. Target language means the language you're learning, English in this case. Middle step means an extra action between the beginning and end. Signs you're stuck in translation mode. You pause frequently while speaking. You feel exhausted after English conversations. You know words but can't access them quickly. You speak word by word instead of in phrases. You feel frustrated because your thoughts are faster than your English. Signs you're developing direct thinking. Words come to you naturally without effort. You can speak in phrases and sentences smoothly. You feel energized rather than drained by English use. You make mistakes but keep speaking naturally. Your English feels like your native language. Teaching note. Stuck in translation mode means trapped in the habit of always translating. Access words quickly means being able to remember and use words without delay. Drained means very tired, the opposite of energized. Key learning points for translation problems. Mental fatigue means tiredness from thinking too hard. Second guessing means doubting your first choice. Neural pathways are brain connections between different areas. Target language means the language you're learning. Direct thinking uses your brain's fast and automatic system. Now, let's learn the first practical strategy, using micro moments to train your brain to think in English naturally throughout your day. What are micro moments? Micro moments are very small times when you use English, sometimes only 3 seconds or just one sentence. These tiny practice opportunities happen dozens of times every day, but most people don't recognize them. The beauty of micro moments is that they're effortless and natural. You don't need to set aside special study time or find conversation partners. You just use moments that already exist in your daily routine. Teaching note. Micro means very small. Effortless means requiring no special effort or work. Set aside means to reserve or save time specifically for something. The magic of small, frequent practice. Research in learning shows something very important. Practicing many small times is stronger than practicing one long time. Short, frequent practice is better for your brain than long, rare practice. This happens because frequent repetition builds stronger neural connections. When you practice a little bit every day, your brain treats English as important and creates permanent pathways. Teaching note. Frequent repetition means doing something many times regularly. Permanent pathways are lasting connections in your brain that don't disappear easily. Daily action micro moments. The easiest way to start is by narrating your daily actions in English. As you do normal activities, quietly describe what you're doing. Morning routine. I am opening the fridge. I am pouring coffee. I am brushing my teeth. I am getting dressed. Throughout the day. I am walking to the bus. I'm checking my phone. I'm washing my hands. I'm turning on the computer. Evening activities. I am cooking dinner. I am watching TV. I am taking a shower. I am going to bed. Teaching note. Narrating means describing or telling what's happening. You can do this silently in your mind or whisper quietly. The key is connecting your actions directly to English words. Micro moment vocabulary. Narrating daily actions. Effortless and natural practice. Frequent repetition builds connections. Permanent neural pathways. Quietly describe what you're doing. Feeling and observation micro-moments. Beyond actions, you can also practice with feelings and observations. Physical sensations. I am hungry. I am tired. I am cold. My back hurts. I feel comfortable. Environmental observations. It's sunny today. The room is quiet. Traffic is heavy. The coffee smells good. This music is relaxing. Emotional states. I am excited about the weekend. I feel stressed about work. I am happy to be home. I am curious about that book. Teaching note. Environmental observations means noticing things around you in your environment. Emotional states are your feelings and moods. Making micro-moments automatic. The goal is to make English thinking so automatic that you don't have to remember to do it. Here's how to build this habit. Week 1. Choose one daily activity, like making coffee, and always describe it in English. Week 2. Add a second activity, like walking somewhere. Week 3. Include feelings and observations. Week 4. Practice with multiple activities throughout the day. Starting your micro-moment practice. Choose trigger activities. Pick regular activities that happen every day. Opening doors, washing hands, looking at your phone, eating meals, climbing stairs. Connect English to the action. Every time you do the activity, say the English phrase. Door opens, I am opening the door. Hands washed, I am washing my hands. Phone checked, I am checking my phone. Teaching note. Trigger activities are regular actions that remind you to practice English. They trigger or start your English thinking automatically. Advanced micro-moment techniques. Once basic narration feels natural, you can expand your practice. Add details. Instead of I am walking, say I am walking quickly to catch the bus. Instead of I am eating, say I am eating delicious pasta for lunch. Include future plans. After I finish this coffee, I will check my email. When I get home, I will call my friend. Express preferences. I prefer tea to coffee in the afternoon. I like walking in the park when it's sunny. The compound effect of micro-moments. Individual micro-moments seem tiny and insignificant, but they compound over time. If you use 20 micro-moments per day, that's 140 per week, 560 per month, and over 7,000 per year. Each micro-moment strengthens your direct English thinking and weakens your translation habit. The magic is not in one big moment, the magic is in many small, daily moments. Teaching note. Compound over time means small effects add up to create big results. Insignificant means not important, but when many insignificant things happen together, they become very significant. Common micro-moment mistakes. Trying to be perfect. Don't worry about grammar or complex sentences. Simple phrases like I am walking are perfect. Making it complicated. Start with basic present continuous tense. I am doing. Don't try to use advanced grammar at first. giving up too quickly. Micro moments feel small because they are small. Trust the process and stay consistent. Only practicing when you remember. Attach micro moments to regular activities so they become automatic, not dependent on memory. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Key learning points for micro moments. Micro moments are very small opportunities to practice English. Frequent repetition builds stronger brain connections than long, rare practice. Narrating means describing what you're doing. Trigger activities are regular actions that remind you to practice. Small, consistent practice creates compound effects over time. For learners not living in English-speaking countries, creating English islands in your day is essential for developing direct thinking skills. What are English islands? English islands are short times when you use only English. These are designated periods, maybe 10, 15, or 20 minutes, when you create a mini English-speaking environment in your daily routine. Think of these as small English countries within your regular day. During island time, you don't translate, you don't use your native language, and you immerse yourself completely in English thinking. Teaching note: designated periods means specific times that you choose and plan for. Immerse yourself means to involve yourself completely, like diving into water and being completely surrounded by it. Why English islands work? English islands work because they train your brain to operate in English mode for extended periods. Instead of constantly switching between languages, you maintain English thinking continuously. This sustained practice builds mental stamina for English and reduces the effort required for direct thinking. It's like physical exercise. The more you practice sustained English thinking, the stronger and easier it becomes. Teaching note: sustained practice means continuous practice without breaks or interruptions. Mental stamina is like physical stamina, but for your mind, the ability to maintain mental effort for longer periods. English island vocabulary. Designated periods. Specific planned times. Immerse yourself completely. Involve yourself totally. Sustained English thinking. Continuous English without interruption. Mental stamina. Ability to maintain mental effort. English mode. Thinking and operating only in English. Types of English islands. Morning English island. Create an English breakfast by describing your morning routine entirely in English. I am making scrambled eggs and toast. The coffee smells wonderful this morning. I need to check my schedule for today. It's a beautiful sunny day outside. Entertainment English island. Listen to English music and sing along. Watch short English videos without subtitles. Read English news articles or blogs. Play English language games or apps. Planning English island. Review your daily schedule in English. Make to-do lists in English. Plan your meals or activities in English. Think through problems or decisions in English. Evening Reflection Island. Summarize your day in English. Express how you feel about what happened. Plan tomorrow's activities. Practice gratitude by listing good things in English. Teaching note: scrambled eggs are eggs mixed and cooked until fluffy. Schedule means your planned activities for the day. Gratitude means feeling thankful and appreciative. Building your island system. Week 1. Start small. Choose one 10-minute English island per day. Pick the same time each day to build the habit. Focus on simple, comfortable activities. Week 2. Expand content. Increase to 15 minutes. Add more variety to your island activities. Include speaking aloud, not just thinking. Week 3. Add more islands. Create a second English island at a different time. Experiment with different types of content. Start combining activities, listening plus speaking. Week 4. Natural integration. English islands should feel natural and enjoyable. Adjust timing and content based on what works best. Begin to crave English time rather than seeing it as work. Advanced English island techniques. Emotion-based islands. Connect English to your emotional experiences. Express frustrations. This traffic is really annoying. Share excitement. I can't wait for the weekend. Describe satisfaction. I'm proud of finishing that project. Process concerns. I'm worried about tomorrow's meeting. Problem-solving islands. Use English for thinking through challenges. Let me think about this step by step. What are my options in this situation? If I do this, then that might happen. I need to consider all the possibilities. Creative islands. Tell yourself stories in English. Describe imaginary scenarios. Plan future trips or activities. Create conversations between imaginary people. Teaching note. Process concerns means to think through worries or problems. Step by step means one stage at a time in order. Scenarios are possible situations or events. Making islands enjoyable. English islands should feel pleasant, not like work. Here's how to keep them engaging. Connect to your interests. If you love cooking, create cooking islands where you describe recipes. If you enjoy music, have singing and music appreciation islands. If you like sports, comment on games or discuss your favorite teams. If you're interested in news, have current events islands. Use all your senses. Listen to English while smelling coffee or tea. Watch English content while eating something delicious. Practice English pronunciation while walking in nature. Combine English reading with comfortable, cozy environments. Vary the activities. Don't do the same thing every day. Rotate between listening-focused islands, speaking-focused islands, reading-focused islands, mixed-skill islands. Track your progress. Keep a simple English island journal. How long was your island today? What activities did you do? How did you feel during and after? What new words or phrases did you encounter? Which islands feel most natural and enjoyable? Teaching note. Encounter means to meet or experience something, often unexpectedly. An island journal is a record of your English island practice. Common island building mistakes. Making islands too long. Start with 10 minutes. It's better to have consistent short islands than occasional long ones. Choosing boring content. Islands should be interesting and personally relevant. Don't force yourself to do activities you don't enjoy. Being too critical. Don't judge your English during islands. The goal is fluency, not perfection. Inconsistent timing. Try to have islands at the same time each day to build the habit. The compound effect of English islands. The more islands you build, the less you will translate. English will start to feel more natural and automatic. Your brain will begin to expect and enjoy English time. Eventually, the boundaries between islands and your regular day will blur. You'll find yourself naturally thinking in English even outside your designated island times. Key learning points for English islands. English islands are designated periods of English-only time. Immerse yourself means to involve yourself completely. Sustained practice means continuous practice without breaks. Mental stamina is the ability to maintain mental effort over time. Islands should be enjoyable and personally relevant to be effective. Now, let's explore 2 advanced techniques that will accelerate your direct English thinking: creating mental pictures for vocabulary and using self-talk for natural practice. The problem with word-to-word translation. When you learn new English words, do you immediately think of the translation in your native language? This creates an extra step that slows down your thinking. Instead of English word, meaning, you create English word, native language word, meaning. This is like having a translator in your head for every conversation. It works, but it's slow and inefficient. We want to eliminate that translator and connect English directly to meaning. Teaching note: word-to-word translation means connecting each English word to its translation in your native language. Eliminate the translator means removing that extra step so English connects directly to meaning. Using mental pictures for vocabulary. Instead of connecting new English words to their translation, connect them to pictures, images, sounds, smells, or feelings in your mind. This is exactly how children learn their first language. Example: learning the word apple. Translation method: apple equals apple in your language. Mental picture method: close your eyes and imagine a big red apple in your hand. Imagine the taste, the smell, the sound when you bite it, the feeling of the smooth skin. When you hear apple later, your brain runs directly to the picture, not to your native language first. Creating effective mental pictures. For concrete objects: cat. Picture a specific cat you know. Hear its meow, imagine petting its fur. Rain. Visualize raindrops, hear the sound on windows, feel the cool air. Coffee. Smell the aroma, taste the flavor, see steam rising from a cup. For abstract concepts: happiness. Picture yourself smiling. Remember a moment when you felt joy. Anger. Imagine the physical sensation: tight chest, clenched fists. Success. Visualize achieving a goal. Remember how victory feels. For actions: running. Feel your feet hitting the ground, your breath getting faster. Swimming. Imagine the water around you, the rhythm of your strokes. Laughing. Hear the sound, feel your stomach muscles moving. Teaching note: concrete objects are things you can touch and see physically. Abstract concepts are ideas or feelings that aren't physical things. Visualize means to create a picture in your mind. Mental picture vocabulary. Word-to-word translation, connecting each word to its translation. Eliminate the translator. Remove the extra translation step. Concrete objects, physical things you can touch. Abstract concepts, ideas or feelings, not physical things. Visualize. Create mental pictures. Self-talk. Your personal English coach. Self-talk means talking to yourself, and it's one of the most powerful methods for developing direct English thinking. Psychologists recognize self-talk as a crucial part of language development and mental processing. Types of English self-talk. Narrating your actions. Now I am walking to the bus stop. I must remember to buy milk. Let me check the time. I should call my friend later. Processing your thoughts. That was an interesting movie. I wonder what the weather will be like tomorrow. I need to think about this decision carefully. I'm excited about my vacation next month. Encouraging yourself. Well done, I finished my work early. I'm getting better at this English practice. That presentation went really well. I handled that difficult situation nicely. Problem solving. Let me think about this step by step. What would be the best approach here? I need to consider all my options. Maybe I should ask for help with this. Teaching note. Narrating your actions means describing what you're doing. Processing your thoughts means thinking through ideas or experiences. Step by step means one stage at a time in logical order. Benefits of English self-talk. You have your own English partner. You don't need to find conversation partners or wait for English classes. You can practice anytime, anywhere. It's private and safe. You can make mistakes without embarrassment. You can experiment with new words and phrases without judgment. It's personalized. You talk about your own life, interests, and experiences, making the English immediately relevant and memorable. It builds confidence. Regular self-talk makes English feel more natural and automatic. You become comfortable with your own English voice. Practical self-talk techniques. Morning planning self-talk. Today, I need to finish the report for work. I should go to the gym after lunch. I'm looking forward to dinner with my friends tonight. I hope the weather stays nice for the weekend. Commute commentary. The traffic is heavier than usual today. That's an interesting advertisement on the bus. I should listen to an English podcast while I walk. I have about 20 minutes before my meeting. Evening reflection self-talk. Today went better than I expected. I learned something new in that conversation. Tomorrow, I want to focus on finishing that project. I'm grateful for the help my colleague gave me. Teaching note. Commute commentary means talking about your journey to work. Evening reflection means thinking about your day in the evening. Advanced self-talk strategies. Emotional processing. I feel frustrated about that meeting, but I understand their concerns. I'm nervous about the presentation, but I'm well prepared. I'm disappointed about the canceled plans, but maybe it's for the best. Decision making. If I take this job, I'll have more money but less time with family. Should I buy this now or wait for a sale? I think calling is better than sending an email for this situation. Creative thinking. What if I approached this problem differently? I wonder what would happen if I learned photography. Maybe I should plan a trip to somewhere I've never been. Mental pictures and self-talk. For new vocabulary. When you encounter a new word, create a mental picture and then use self-talk to practice it. New word, frustrated. Mental picture. Remember a time you felt frustrated. Visualize the situation. Self-talk. I felt frustrated when the computer crashed and I lost my work. For daily experiences. As experiences happen, create mental pictures and talk through them. Experience. Beautiful sunset. Mental picture. the colors, the peaceful feeling. Self-talk. This sunset is absolutely gorgeous. The sky looks like it's on fire. Teaching note. Encounter means to meet or experience something. The sky looks like it's on fire is a metaphor describing the red and orange colors of sunset. Making it natural and automatic. Start small. Begin with just a few minutes of self-talk per day. Use natural moments. Practice during activities like walking, cooking, or getting dressed. Don't force complexity. Simple sentences are perfect. Focus on fluency, not advanced grammar. Be patient. It feels strange at first, but becomes natural with practice. Stay positive. Use self-talk to encourage yourself, not criticize your English. Weekly self-talk challenge. Monday, narrate your morning routine. Tuesday, process one decision you need to make. Wednesday, encourage yourself about something you accomplished. Thursday, describe your feelings about the day. Friday, plan something fun for the weekend. Saturday, comment on what you observe around you. Sunday, reflect on the week and plan for next week. Key learning points for mental pictures and self-talk. Word-to-word translation creates an extra, unnecessary step. Visualize means to create pictures in your mind. Abstract concepts are ideas or feelings, not physical objects. Self-talk is talking to yourself and is a powerful learning tool. Mental pictures connect English directly to meaning, bypassing translation. Journey we've taken through the world of direct English thinking. You now understand why translation holds you back and have 4 powerful strategies to break free from it forever. Your complete weekly plan for direct English thinking. Monday, foundation building. Morning, create a 10-minute English breakfast island. Throughout the day, use micro moments for basic actions. I am walking. I am eating. Evening, practice 5 minutes of self-talk about your day. Tuesday, expanding practice. Morning, continue your English island, add feelings. I feel excited about today. During the day, add micro moments for observations. It's sunny. The coffee is hot. Evening, use mental pictures for 3 new words you encountered. Wednesday, integration day. Morning, 15-minute English island with planning. Today I will. After work, I want to. Throughout the day, combine micro moments with self-talk. Evening, reflect on your progress in English. Thursday, advanced practice. Morning, English island with problem solving in English. During the day, use self-talk for decision-making. Evening, create mental pictures for abstract concepts you use today. Friday, fluency focus. Morning, longer English island combining all techniques. Throughout the day, natural micro moments without forcing them. Evening, celebrate your week's progress with encouraging self-talk. Weekend, natural integration. Saturday, use English naturally during enjoyable activities. Sunday, plan next week's English goals using direct thinking. The 4 principles to remember. 1. Small and frequent beats long and rare. Micro moments throughout the day are more powerful than long study sessions. 2. Connect to real life. Use English for your actual experiences, feelings, and thoughts, not just textbook exercises. 3. Pictures beat words. Connect new vocabulary to mental images, not translations. 4. Practice is private. Self-talk gives you unlimited, safe practice opportunities. Signs of progress to watch for. In the first week, you'll notice translation happening less automatically. By the second week, simple English thoughts will come naturally. By the fourth week, you'll catch yourself thinking in English without trying. Remember, the magic is not in one big moment. The magic is in many small daily moments. Every micro moment, every English island, every self-talk session builds new roads in your brain. Your challenge this week: choose just one technique from today's lesson and use it every day for 7 days. Come back and tell me in the comments which technique you tried and how it felt. Thank you for joining me on this journey toward direct English thinking. If this lesson helped you understand how to break free from translation, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone who needs these strategies. Until next time, remember, your brain is incredibly powerful and adaptable. Trust the process, be patient with yourself, and celebrate every small step toward thinking directly in English. Keep practicing, keep growing, and keep improving your English fluency with us. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Artificial Fluency. Before we start today's lesson, I want you to imagine this. Your phone rings, and you see it's a call in English. How do you feel? Nervous? Excited? Maybe a little bit of both. Phone conversations in English can feel scary because you can't see the other person's face or body language. You have to rely only on your ears and your voice. But here's the thing. Once you learn the right phrases and practice them, phone calls become much easier and more natural. Today, we're going to master English phone conversations together. I'll teach you exactly what to say when you answer the phone, how to handle problems, and how to end calls politely. By the end of this lesson, you'll feel confident making phone calls in English for work, with friends, or in any situation. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's transform your phone conversation skills. Teaching note. Notice I said, rely only on your ears. This means to depend completely on just one thing. Phone conversations in English are challenging for language learners because visual cues, like facial expressions and gestures, aren't available to help with understanding. Today's practical lesson covers 6 essential areas of phone conversations. First, we'll learn how to start and answer calls professionally and naturally. Second, we'll practice handling connection problems. What to say when you can't hear clearly. Third, we'll master dealing with unavailable people, taking messages and leaving information. Fourth, we'll explore managing your own availability. What to say when you're busy or need to call back. Fifth, we'll learn how to end calls politely in different situations. And finally, we'll practice confirming important details to avoid misunderstandings. Each section includes real phrases you can use immediately, common mistakes to avoid, and practical examples from daily life. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Let's begin with the most basic but crucial skill: how to start and answer phone calls naturally and professionally. Identifying yourself when you call. When you make a phone call, always start by saying who you are. The most natural way is, "Hello, this is Tom speaking." "Hello, this is Tom speaking." You can also add where you're calling from. "Hello, this is Tom speaking. I'm calling from English Unleashed." Teaching note. This is Tom speaking is more formal and clear than just this is Tom. Adding speaking makes it very clear that you are the person talking. In casual calls with friends, you might just say, "Hi, it's Tom." But for business calls, use the full phrase. Common mistakes to avoid. Don't say, "I am Tom." Say, "This is Tom." Don't forget to identify yourself immediately. Don't assume people will recognize your voice. Requesting to speak to someone. When someone else answers the phone and you need to talk to a different person, use, "Hi, may I speak to Sarah, please?" For more formal situations, "Hi, may I speak to Mr. Wilson, please? I have a question about my order." Teaching note. May I speak to is polite and formal. You could also say, "Could I speak to?" or "Is Sarah available?" But "may I speak to" is the most common and polite form. Always add "please" to make it extra polite. Phone request phrases. May I speak to name, please? Is name available? Could you put me through to name? I'd like to speak with name, if possible. Answering professional calls. When you answer the phone at work or in business situations, use "Good morning. How can I help you?" You can adapt this for different times. Good morning. Good afternoon. Hello. How may I assist you today? For specific services, good morning. How can I help you with your booking? Teaching note. How can I help you and how may I assist you mean the same thing, but assist is more formal. Use help for most situations. It sounds more natural and friendly. Checking if it's a good time to talk. Before starting a long conversation, check if the person is available. Is this a good time to talk? Alternative phrases. I hope I'm not calling at a bad time. Do you have a few minutes to talk? Is now a convenient time for you? Example. Hi, Sarah. This is Tom. Is this a good time to talk? I wanted to discuss the project. Teaching note. A good time to talk means the person is free and not busy. At a bad time means the person is busy or it's inconvenient. This shows respect for the other person's schedule. Stating your reason for calling. Always explain why you're calling early in the conversation. I'm calling about our meeting tomorrow. I just wanted to check in with you. I'm calling to follow up on my application. Teaching note. Check in with you means to contact someone to see how they are or how something is going. It's casual and shows you care. Follow up on means to continue or get an update about something that happened before. Complete call opening examples. Formal business call. Good morning. This is Lisa Chen speaking. I'm calling from ABC Company. May I speak to Mr. Johnson, please? I'm calling about the contract we discussed last week. Friendly check-in call. Hi, Tom. This is Sarah. Is this a good time to talk? I just wanted to check in and see how the job interview went. Appointment call. Hello, this is Mike Wilson speaking. I'm calling to confirm my appointment for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Key learning points for call openings. Always identify yourself with "this is" name speaking. Use "may I speak to" for polite requests. Check in with you means to contact someone to see how they are or how something is going. Is this a good time? Shows respect for others' schedules. State your reason for calling early in the conversation. Phone calls don't always have perfect sound quality. Let's learn how to handle technical problems and communication difficulties professionally. Checking sound quality. When you're not sure if the other person can hear you clearly, ask, "Can you hear me okay?" If you move locations or fix something, "Can you hear me now?" Example, "Sorry, I just stepped outside. Can you hear me better now?" Teaching note, "Can you hear me okay?" is asking about the quality of your voice. Is it clear, loud enough, not cutting out? Okay here means well or clearly. You can also say, "Can you hear me clearly?" but okay is more common. Reporting bad connection. When the call quality is poor, use these phrases. "Sorry, I think we have a bad connection." "Sorry, you're breaking up." Breaking up means the sound is cutting in and out, like the voice is interrupted or choppy. Example, "I think you're breaking up a bit. Are you in a tunnel or something?" Teaching note, breaking up doesn't mean ending a relationship here. It means the phone signal is poor and the voice sounds interrupted or choppy. Bad connection refers to poor phone signal or internet quality. Connection problem vocabulary. We have a bad connection. You're breaking up. The line is unclear. There's a lot of static. I can barely hear you. Requesting repetition. When you miss something or don't understand, use these polite phrases. "Sorry, could you say that again?" "I didn't catch that. Could you repeat it?" "I missed that. What did you say?" Teaching note, "I didn't catch that" is a very natural way to say you didn't hear or understand something. It's more conversational than "I didn't understand." "I missed that" usually means you only missed a small part, not the whole sentence. Asking for slower speech. When someone speaks too fast, "Can you speak a bit more slowly?" "Could you say that again a bit slower?" Example, "Sorry, English isn't my first language. Could you speak a bit more slowly, please?" Teaching note, don't be embarrassed to ask people to slow down. Native speakers often speak quickly, and it's completely normal to ask them to slow down. Most people are happy to help and speak more clearly. Confirming understanding. To make sure you understood correctly, let me make sure I understood you correctly. Let me read that back to you. Example, let me make sure I understood you correctly. The meeting is at 2 p.m. on Zoom, right? Let me read that back to you is used for phone numbers, addresses, names, or spelling. Teaching note. Let me make sure I understood you correctly is a professional way to confirm information. It shows you're being careful and responsible. Read that back means to repeat information you wrote down to confirm it's correct. Practical examples of problem solving. Poor connection scenario. "Hello? Can you hear me okay?" "Sorry, you're breaking up a bit. Let me try moving to a different spot. Is that better? Can you hear me now? Understanding problems. Could you spell your last name for me? Sorry, I didn't catch the address. Could you repeat that slowly? Let me read that back. 123 Main Street, apartment 4B. Is that correct? Speed issues. I'm having trouble following. Could you speak a bit slower? Sorry, that was fast. What was the phone number again? If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Key learning points for connection problems. Breaking up means the phone signal is poor and voice is interrupted. I didn't catch that is a natural way to say you didn't hear something. Let me read that back means to repeat information to confirm it is correct. Don't be embarrassed to ask people to speak slowly. Always confirm important information like addresses and phone numbers. Sometimes the person you want to talk to isn't available. Let's learn how to handle these situations professionally and take or leave messages effectively. When someone asks for an unavailable person, if someone calls for a person who isn't there, offer to help. Can I take a message for you? Would you like to leave a message? Example: I'm sorry, Sarah isn't in the office right now. Can I take a message for you? Teaching note: take a message means to write down what someone wants to tell another person and give it to them later. It's like being a messenger between two people. Promising to pass on information. When you agree to take a message, reassure the caller. I'll let her know you called. I'll make sure she gets the message. I'll pass that along to him. Example: okay, I'll let her know you called. What's the best number to reach you? Teaching note: I'll let her know means I'll tell her or I'll inform her. Pass that along means to give information to someone else. These phrases show you're responsible and will definitely deliver the message. Requesting a call back. When you can't reach someone directly, please ask him to call me back. Could you ask her to return my call? Please have him call me when he's available. Full example: Hi, this is Tom Wilson. Please ask Mr. Smith to call me back. My number is 555-1234. Teaching note: call me back and return my call mean the same thing. You want the person to call you. Call back is more casual. Return my call is more formal. Leaving messages for someone. When the person you're calling isn't available, can I leave a message for Mr. Smith? Could you give Sarah a message from me? Example: can I leave a message for Dr. Johnson? Please tell her that Tom Wilson called about rescheduling my appointment. Teaching note: leave a message for means to give information to pass on to someone. Be clear and specific about your message so there's no confusion. Message-taking vocabulary. Take a message. Pass along the information. Let them know. Call back. Return my call. Leave a message for. Complete message scenarios. Taking a message. Hello, ABC Company. I'm sorry, Mr. Johnson is in a meeting right now. Can I take a message? Of course. Let me write this down. I'll make sure he gets your message as soon as he's available. Leaving a message. Hi, is Lisa available? I see. Can I leave a message for her? Please tell her that Mike called about the project deadline. She can reach me at 555-7890. Thank you, I appreciate it. Requesting callback. Hi, this is Sarah Chen calling for Dr. Williams. Oh, I understand. Please ask her to call me back when she has a moment. My number is 555-4567. It's about my test results. Complete availability scenarios. Busy at work. Hi, Tom. Thanks for calling. Actually, I'm in a meeting right now. Can I call you back in about an hour? Perfect. I'll talk to you then. Need more information. Hi, Sarah. I got your message about the proposal. I need to check a few things before I can give you an answer. Can I call you back tomorrow morning? Great. I'll have all the details by then. Alternative communication. Hi, I'm actually driving right now. Could you text me the address instead? It's safer for me. Thanks. I'll look for your message. Key learning points for availability. In the middle of something means you're busy with another task. Get back to you means to contact someone later. Give me plus time means wait for that amount of time. Mind texting instead is a casual way to suggest text messaging. And follow up means to continue or check on something later. Professional message guidelines always include your full name, your phone number, say it slowly, reason for calling, best time to reach you if relevant. Keep messages short and clear. Don't give too many details. State the main point clearly. Speak slowly when giving numbers. Confirm spelling of names if necessary. Sample professional message. Hi, this is Jennifer Martinez calling for Ms. Anderson. Please ask her to call me back about the marketing proposal. My number is 555-2468. That's 555-2468. The best time to reach me is before 5 p.m. today. Thank you. Teaching note. Notice how she repeated the phone number. Always repeat important numbers to make sure they're clear. Speaking slowly and clearly when leaving contact information is very important. Key learning points for messages. Take a message means to write down information for someone else. Call me back and return my call mean the same thing. Pass along means to give information to another person. Always repeat phone numbers slowly and clearly. Keep messages short, but include all necessary information. Sometimes you're the one who's busy or unavailable. Let's learn how to handle these situations politely and professionally. When you can't talk right now. If someone calls when you're busy, I can't talk right now. Can I call you back? This isn't a good time for me. Can I call you later? I'm in the middle of something. Can I get back to you? Teaching note. I can't talk right now is direct but polite. In the middle of something means you're busy with another task. Get back to you means to contact someone later, similar to call you back. Asking for a short delay. When you need just a few minutes. Can you give me 10 minutes? Could you call me back in about 15 minutes? I'm almost done here. Can I call you in 5 minutes? Teaching note. Give me 10 minutes means wait 10 minutes or call me in 10 minutes. This is useful when you're almost finished with something and can talk soon. Suggesting to continue later. For longer conversations, let's talk a bit later, okay? Can we continue this conversation tomorrow? I'll call you back this afternoon when I have more time. Making promises to call back. When you commit to calling someone, I'll call you as soon as I can. I'll get back to you by the end of the day. Let me call you back in an hour. Teaching note. As soon as I can means immediately when you're free. By the end of the day gives a specific time limit. Be realistic about when you can actually call back. Availability management phrases. Can't talk right now. In the middle of something. Give me time, minutes. Get back to you as soon as I can. Professional business endings. For formal business calls, thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a good rest of your day. Complete call ending examples. Casual friend call. Okay, I should probably get going. All right, I'll let you go. Thanks for calling. Talk to you later. Take care. Business call. I think that covers everything we needed to discuss. Thank you for your time today. I look forward to hearing from you next week. Family call. I should let you get back to your evening. Thanks for calling, Mom. I love you. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Follow-up call. I'll work on those changes and send you the updated document. Let me know if you need anything else. Thanks again, and have a great day. Call ending vocabulary. I'll let you go. Thanks for calling. Talk to you later. Take care. Let me know if anything changes. Keep me posted. Timing your call endings. Signs a call should end. You've covered all the main topics. There are long pauses in conversation. Someone mentions they're busy. You've been talking for a while. How to transition to ending. Well, I think that covers everything. I don't want to keep you too long. I should probably let you get back to your day. Before I let you go,